Yeah, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone has gone through the notes. That's the last class we have done with the differentiation. Others, do keep your cams on. Now, let's go ahead with a few problems. So let's say x is equal to t square by 2 minus t. Find velocity at t is equal to 1 second. Yeah, all your doubts will be end of the class. So have patience. Let's focus on the class now. Others, do keep your cams on. Let's do a simple one. Find velocity at t is equal to 1 second. And remember, what is velocity? V is nothing but dx by dt. So every time you need not differentiate y with x, you can differentiate any quantity with any other quantity. So how do we do this? Let me show you this. It's an easy one. So first thing, velocity is dx by dt. So when you substitute here dx by dt, this is simply t square by 2 minus t. So when you differentiate this, so half will come out. This will be dt square by dt. Minus will come out dt by dt. So this is looking like x power n ka differential. This is n is equal to 2 and n is equal to 1 ka differential. So what is the formula? Half into 2 into t power 2 minus 1 minus this is 1 into t power 1 minus 1. This is t minus 1. This is your velocity. Now you are asking what is the velocity at t is equal to 1 second. So at t is equal to 1, velocity will be 1 minus 1, which is 0. Is this clear, everyone? Now I'll be skipping these steps. From next time onwards, I'll be skipping this. I'll be directly writing it. So you need to get used to that. X power n ka differential is one of the most standard and most commonly used one. Others, if your cams are not on, you'll be removed from the classroom in a minute. Any doubts on this? Easy stuff. Same thing, like this is what I was asking. No one will ask you find dx by dt. They'll ask you indirectly, which actually means dx by dt. So it's a differential. So let's say x is equal to t cube by 3 minus 3t square by 2 plus 2t plus 1. Find v of t. What is the meaning of this? Velocity at time t. That is the meaning of v of t. Find acceleration as function of time t. Find acceleration when velocity is 0. Find distance traveled. In 4 seconds. There are 4 questions, everyone. Now, just for you this thing, what is velocity? Velocity is dx by dt. What is acceleration? dv by dt, meaning you have to differentiate x once. If you differentiate that function again, that becomes acceleration. Differential of differential. So basically this guy is d by dt of dx by dt. This is what we call a second differential, which we had a little introduction about this. Let's try this thing. Let's try the first one and second one. Those two are manageable. So x is given, you need to differentiate and get the velocity and acceleration. 1 or minus 1. The question is as function of time t. You should leave your answer in t only. There's nothing to solve. I think you're doing the third one, I guess. I hope the question is clear, everyone. Take a minute, try for the first one, then I'll show you the first and the second one. It's a straightforward differentiation. That's it. Last class, what you learned, right? That how to differentiate a function. We are using that only. So last class, the question was y is equal to some x square and everything. Now it is x is equal to time ka terms mein hai. So you just have to differentiate. Try. I'll give you a minute for the first two. D is a pretty good question. So if you got ABC, try for D. Here x is the x coordinate. T is time. Okay, let's see the first one. You want velocity as function of time t. So listen carefully. I need to differentiate this. So v is dx by dt. I'm skipping steps now. So t cube ka differential. What is t cube ka differential? 3 into t square. So 3 into t square, and there's a 1 by 3 waiting already there. 3 by 2, what is t square ka differential? 2 into t. 2t ka differential. 2 will come outside. dt by dt is 1. What is 1 ka differential? 0. It's a constant. Is this clear, everyone? So t power n ka differential is n into t power n minus 1. So here 3 will cancel. This will be t square minus 3t plus 2. This is your velocity. Anyone confused with this, please ask me. You should be clear with this. So these things you should get so used to it, you should be able to see and just write it down directly. Now what is acceleration? dv by dt. So what I got here, uska I have to differentiate it again. So I need to differentiate t square minus 3t plus 2. T square ka differential 2 into t. 3t ka differential 3 into 1. 2 ka differential 0. So it is 2t minus 3. So for this x coordinate, what I gave, the acceleration is given 2t minus 3 and velocity is t square minus 3t plus 2. Please check out these first two parts. Anyone confused with this, please ask me. All clear with this? Now the third and the fourth question. Find the acceleration when v is 0, find distance in traveled in 4 seconds. How will we do that? So you need actually the first two parts to do the third part. Let me just write that again. So we got velocity v is equal to t square minus 3t plus 2. And acceleration is 2t minus 3. Now look at the question, what is saying. Find acceleration when v is 0. So this is v. So if I put v equal to 0, that is t square minus 3t plus 2 is equal to 0. It's a quadratic equation. The roots are t is equal to 1 and 2. So the velocity becomes 0 2 times. So indirectly you're asking find the acceleration when t is equal to 1, which is 2 into 1 minus 3, which is minus 1 meter per second square. And acceleration when t is equal to 2, so 2 into 2 minus 3. plus 1 meter per second square. Are you getting what they're asking in the third one? So instead of asking find the acceleration at 1 second and 2 seconds, I have given it an indirect way. Find the time when velocity is 0. That is happens at 1 and 2 seconds. Now at these times, what is the acceleration? So take this 1 and 2 and put it in acceleration. Always remember this thing, you always differentiate first and then substitute the values. You don't substitute the values and differentiate. Because just imagine, if I substitute 1 here, this will become a number. If you differentiate, you'll always get a 0. Numbers have to be substituted only after differentiation. So what we have got here is, if this is the position at any time, this is the velocity at that any time, and this is the acceleration at any time. Are you guys getting the meaning of double differential? So differentiate once, you will get a function. Usko wapas differentiate karo, you'll get one more function. Please have a look at this. Ask me if you're confused. A, B, C are important. Distance is fine. That's a good one. But A, B, C are more important. Meaning it's all based on differentiation. Arya.
Is the force, acceleration not constant here?
No, it is changing with time. Na? Dekho, 2t minus 3. So as time is changing, A is also changing non-stop.
Acceleration is constant, right?
Who told you?
Sir, in 9th standard, they taught force is equals to
Which standard are you in right now? Which standard are
11.
you in now? Yeah.
Sir, but like you are
That answers
changing the
everything.
force.
Mm-hmm.
You're changing the force, okay.
Fine. So what is the problem? You're 11th standard. You're a big kid now. You can handle acceleration changing. 9th standard, you're a kid. So we kept acceleration constant. See, this is how life works. In school, right? We teach you a beautiful square. We'll say this is a square, sides are equal. Once you come to 11th and 12th board level, we will say, boss, this is not exactly a square. Maybe this is a rectangle. If you're preparing for CET and everything, we will say, this is a hexagon. You're preparing for advance, we will say, this is some kind of an amoeba. Getting it? So get used to it. You're not in school. Clear with this? How to do the D part? D is a good one, huh? How do you find the distance traveled in 4 seconds? And remember this thing, when you hear the word distance, have some fear. In physics, the moment you hear the word distance, it's a trap. So first of all, forget about that. Let's try to see how is this thing actually moving around, okay? So the question is distance traveled in 4 seconds. So x is equal to t cubed by 3 minus 3t square by 2. At your level right now, if I have to ask you an advanced question, this will be an advanced question. So see, this is your x coordinate, which is changing with time. That means, you know, how is the particle going? The particle is somewhere on the x coordinate. It is moving on the x axis. So let's try to see what is happening here. If I put time t is equal to 0, where are you? So x is equal to 1, meaning when the time t is equal to 0, the block is not at the origin, the block is at x is equal to 1. So some particle is at x is equal to 1. And it is traveling forward. And look at something here. We got velocity is becoming 0 at 1 and 2. Tell me one thing. If you're walking front and if you have to turn back along the same line, can you turn back without stopping? If you're walking straight and if you have to just come back same way, can you turn without stopping for a moment? So that means every time the velocity becomes 0, you're taking a turn backward. So velocity becomes 0 at t is equal to 1 and t is equal to 2. So where are you at t is equal to 1? So at t is equal to 1, your x coordinate will be 1 by 3 minus 3 by 2 plus 6 plus 1. How much is this? How much is that, anyone? 6 plus 1, 7, 7. 7 plus 1 by 3, that is 22 by 3 minus 3 by 2. That's 44 minus 9. 44 minus 6. 35 by 6. That means this particle at t0 here at x is equal to 1, you will travel forward, forward, forward. At t is equal to 1 second, you have reached x is equal to 35 by 6. And then you took a turn backward. Let's see how much it took turn backward. At t is equal to 2, where are you? So every time you stop, you're basically taking a turn backward. So at this point, your velocity is 0. At t is equal to 2, where are you? X is equal to, substitute the value that 2 cubed by 3. So 8 by 3 minus, you're getting, I'm taking this time and putting it in this. 8 by 3, this is 3 by 2 into 4 plus 12 plus 1. How much is this? That is 13. This is 2 minus 6. That's 13 minus 6, 7 plus 8 by 3. 29 by 3. I hope the summations are right. That means from here 35 by 6, you're traveling backward. And then you took a turn again. So at this point, again, you came back to rest. So here you're at t is equal to 2 seconds and x ka value is 29 by 3. You're getting how is this person moving? He's coming straight, he stops, comes back and stops and again goes front. At t is equal to 4 seconds. So the question is find the distance traveled in 4 seconds. What is the x coordinate? 4 cubed by 3, 64 by 3 minus 3 into 16 by 2 plus 24 plus 1. How much is this, everyone? Calculate. Fast. Calculate. I did 2. You guys do 1.
So
What will be the x coordinate here? 19 by 3. I was expecting a bigger value, right? Velocity is what? T square minus 3t plus 2. And then I must have goofed up something here. How much is this, right? 29 by 3?
Sir, velocity is equals to 0 at t is equals to 3.
3?
Sir,
1 and
because
2, right?
3. Oh, right.
कितना आ रहा था? 67 by 3 it seems. That means this guy from here again he started going forward and somewhere here at t is equal to 4 seconds your x coordinate is 67 by 3. You're getting how this thing traveled? It's going front, then comes back and then stops and again goes front. Now can you tell me what will be the total distance traveled? Now you know what is the most common mistake people do? They find the x coordinate at 1, they find the x coordinate at t is equal to 4 and then they'll subtract this directly. If I do this, what do I get? I get displacement, right? You guys know the difference between distance and displacement?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Distance is the total length traveled. Displacement is simply final minus initial. So here, what is the total distance traveled? This length plus this length plus this length, isn't it? Is that making sense, everyone? So here the distance traveled will be, so first you traveled from 35 by 1 to 35 by 6. 35 by 6 minus 1 plus, then you traveled 35 by 6 to 29 by 3. Then you traveled 67 by 3 minus 29 by 3. This is the total distance, this length, and this length. And if you add all this, how much you're getting? How much you're getting? So I got 106 by 6. So I'm just writing it down. You can calculate and check. That's what makes this question tough. When I ask you distance travel, you literally have to find how is this particle going front and back. Meaning, just to give an example, let me ask you a simpler one. Listen to this, everyone. A particle is going in a circle. If you go from here to here along the diameter, matlab if you go like this, can someone tell me what is the distance traveled and what is the displacement?
So a displacement is just the final position minus initial
This one,
position.
na?
Yeah,
So that
the
is 2r, right?
diameter.
Diameter.
Yeah.
Distance traveled will be this full circumference, na? Pi r. Are you getting this? So now you tell me if someone traveled 10 meters front, then they came back 5 meters back, and then they went 10 meters front. What is the distance and what is the displacement? You went 10,
Displacement
5
is
and 10. So distance is 25 meter, na? Displacement
Yes, sir.
kitna hoga? This is 10
15.
meter and this is 5 meter, na? 15 meter. Are you getting the change? Is this clear, everyone? Please have a look at this. I'll give you one more like this. You guys try and tell me. Any doubts on this? What we did? How did I calculate the distance? At t0, I found out where you are. You are at x is equal to 1. At t is equal to 1, you are stopping. So that is an important point there. Whenever the particle stops, means it is taking a turn backward. So that would be the thing there. The particle is moving in a straight line. So every time it takes a turn backward, the speed becomes 0 or the velocity becomes 0. So these are called the turning points basically. So we found there are 2 turning points here. Suppose if I got 3 times when velocity is 0, that means it will go front, stop, turn, stop, and then go back. It will turn 3 times. Is this clear, everyone? All got this? Let's see one more like this.
Could you just like explain again? Like,
Which part?
I'm not completely,
Which part?
So basically, when t is equal to 0, particle is x position is at 1. When it
Yes.
goes, when it's t1, it goes to 35/6, and then
Perfect.
it comes back. Yeah. So are those basically like the zeros where it's turning?
Those are the, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you just calculate the zeros and then.
First, you need to find when velocity becomes 0.
Yeah.
Only then you can see how did you get 1 and 2 here? 1 and 2, I didn't get it out of thin air, right? It's like this. Why did I take 1? Why can't I take 1.5? You're getting the point? So 1 and 2 are the points where the particle took a turn backward. So those are the turning points, isn't it? Is that making sense, everyone?
Yeah.
Because if you take 1.5, then you will take this point here. This doesn't make sense. You're not taking a turn here. So this distance will not be calculated.
Yeah, because you need to stop.
You need the point. Yeah. Whenever you want to turn, you will stop. Problem ye hai, when you go front and come back, distance and displacement will change suddenly. Getting it? And remember, for you to understand, I'm drawing like this. In reality, the particle will go on the same line. Are you getting it? But if I draw like this, you'll not understand. So there is someone who is asking, sir, this is a curve, so you have to calculate this distance. Boss, that is just a visualization. The particle is still going in a straight line. Clear with this thing? Why did you subtract 1 from 35/6? Array, this is 1, this is 35/6. So what is this difference between them? Right?
Sir,
Please ask me if you have any more. It's a tough question. I know it is a little confusing. It's a good one. Bolo na Advay.
sir, how did you exactly calculate the distance? Once again, can you tell me?
Array God, if I say x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4, can't you find the distance between 2 coordinates?
Yes, sir.
So 1 and 35/6. 35/6 and 29/3. 67/3 and 29/3. Just subtract them.
So then, sir, what was x actually? It was the
X coordinate.
those were
So
nothing
person is
like-
walking on a x-axis. So listen, there is a person who is walking on the x-axis. At t is equal to 0, he's at x is equal to 1. He walked straight and t is equal to 1, he stopped. Then he reached 35/6. Then this person decided, I want to go back. Then he came back till here. T is equal to 2, he is at 29/3. Then he decided, no, I want to turn back again. Then he took a turn back and went front here. T is equal to 4, his x is equal to 67/3. Happy? So the person is actually walking on the x-axis front and back. That x is the x coordinate, which is changing with time. Is this making sense now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So what you're studying is the person is walking on the x-axis front and back. So you're studying that person ka motion, and I'm asking what is the total distance traveled by this guy. In this question, you have taken 2t. In the D part, you have taken 60. Oh, right. I goofed up. Why didn't someone tell me before this? This is 2t records. Now I have to calculate everything. So this guy will be how much? Shit. You guys all are evil, right?
So
I will
no,
only
it's
make you
fine.
do it.
The
You guys
method,
not
the
fine.
method is
Calculate now. कुछ नहीं है. After tomorrow class, you guys will see this and get confused, and then you will make this thing a pura messed up thing. Calculate. Tell me. These numbers are all wrong now. Shit. Calculate and tell me what is 1, 2, 4. Let you also do some work. This is actually 2t. I took 6 and solved everything. I don't know why. Calculate them fast. Get me the coordinates. It's a good question. This is based on calculus and kinematics. This we are doing in 1D. In kinematics, we will do in 2D. But for that, we'll need integration and all that stuff. But yeah. What is t is equal to 1? How much is this? 3 minus 3
11
by
by
2,
6.
3 by 2, 11
11
by
by
6.
6.
Yeah. So this guy is 11 by 6. So the first part, you're traveling from 1 to 11 by 6. So 11 by 6 minus 1. What is t is equal to 2? That is 5. 5 minus 6 minus 1. 5 by 3, na? So you're traveling from 11 by 6 to 5 by 3. How much is this guy? This is 9 minus 24, 64 by 3.
So excuse me. So T2 is coming as 1 by 3.
1 by 3.
Oh no, sir, sorry.
चेक करो एक बार 19 by 3 आया था. So this thing you're
Yes, sir,
traveling
5
from,
by 3.
no, 5 by 3. There, these are the new distances, everyone. So सब ऐड करो कितना आ रहा था ये? 5 by 6 plus 1 by 3 plus 14 by 3. Is that last one 19 by 3 only? 5 plus 5 by 6, 35 by 6. I hope this is right.
Sir,
Anyone confused with the calculations? Ask me. Oh, yeah.
1 by 3 when it should be like 1 by 6, like the second part, 11 by 6.
Yeah.
No, not that. In the calculation distance, you took 11 by 6 minus 5 by 3 as 1 by 3 when it should be 1 by 6.
11 by 1 by 6 होना चाहिए था वो सही है. 5 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 14 by 3. So that is 1 plus 17 by 3, na? You're right. I messed up. This is right. Yeah, this addition part is fine. But everyone did you get the concept what we did? Let me ask you one more like this with numbers changed. Now you guys try and tell me. But any other confusion, please ask me. See, you'll not be 100% sure, but if you're 80-85% sure, I think then you got it. When you do 2-3 more problems, you will get a complete clarity. It is always like that. Let's see, similar question. You guys try this and tell me. But are you getting what are we studying here? So basically, we have a man who is walking on the x-axis front and back. So we are trying to study that guy ka x coordinate with time. I hope that statement makes it clear. Aditi? Clear with that? Devanshi? Srihari? Clear with this? Trishi? Clear? Let's see one more similar question. Let's say x coordinate of a man is t cubed by 3 minus 5t square by 2 plus 6t plus 1. Find initial velocity. So what does it mean by initial? The word initial means time is 0. Find time when v is 0. Find acceleration at t is equal to 2 seconds. Find distance traveled in 4 seconds. There, let's get this thing. Same question, I just changed the numbers. I just changed a little bit, initial velocity and all. Try. Everyone should try. It's okay to get a wrong answer. The important thing is when you try, and even when you mess up, it is okay. The moment when I show you how to do, you will realize, oh, this is where I'm doing a mistake. But if you just keep staring for me to write the answer, then everything will feel like, oh, okay, obvious. Get this. And you know, the distance part is the most important question.
Sir,
If you say I'm giving you very straightforward integration differentiations, Arya.
sir, I have a doubt. In the second part, let's take a case in which the time comes out to be a negative value for v
That
is equals
means,
to 0.
meaning the situation which you're asking happened in the past.
I
See,
didn't
again,
get
Arya,
that.
tell me one thing. Nay, tell me one thing. What do you mean by T0? Does
T0
T0 meaning
means
the starting of the universe?
no.
Then
So we can
T0 is the
predict
time
the
when you
motion in
started
the
observing,
past.
right? So T0 is the time when you started observing the motion, agreed?
Yes.
So let's say my class started at T0, that is at 8:30.
Okay.
So if I ask you, what are you doing at T is equal to minus 1 hour? So I'm asking you, what are you doing at 7:30? So negative time means you're in past.
Okay. So we can
You're
predict the
getting it?
motion of particle in
No,
the
no,
past.
it is not about,
Current
no, it
motion.
is not about prediction. The man is walking. He doesn't care that you exist. Are you getting it? The man is walking on the x-axis. The moment you
Okay.
started observing, you called it T0, right? He doesn't care who you are. He is doing his walk.
Mhm.
So if you got T negative, it means the person had stopped. Let's say if you got T is equal to 2 seconds minus 2, meaning the person has stopped 2 seconds before you started observing, something of that sort. So negative
Okay.
time means the event which you're asking happened in the past, even before your
Okay.
observation has started.
So for distance traveled in the 4 second, we don't need to consider that.
No, but
If
here time always is we start like from the time you started, right?
yes.
But anyway, यहाँ पे negative नहीं आएगा time.
नहीं आया बस.
Yeah. But that is a valid thing, everyone. What do you mean by time negative? It makes sense. Meaning time negative implies the event has happened in the past. That means that event has occurred even before you started observing it. That is the meaning of it. But generally, we don't take that solution. Okay, we have got distance 20 by 3. Anyone else got 20 by 3 distance? I think it's 19 by 3. Oh yeah, did you take T0 X0?
No, sir.
No, no. Okay. देखते हैं maybe. Anyone else got 20 by 3? 16 by 3. Two different answers now. At least चलो by 3 तो आ रहा है सबको. One of you is definitely wrong. 17 by 3. We have 3 different answers now. Okay, let's see the first part. So what do you want? Initial velocity? So first differentiate v is dx by dt. T cube का differential 3t square, 3 will cancel, t square I'm writing down directly. T square का differential 2t will cancel, you'll be stuck with 5t. 6t का differential dt by dt is 1, you'll get 6. 1 का differential is 0. This is your velocity, everyone. You're asking initially means at t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, velocity will be 0 minus 5 plus 6. This is also 0, so it's 6. Find time when v is 0. T square minus 5t plus 6 is equal to 0. So basically t is equal to 2 and 3. These are the turning points, everyone. So at 2 and 3, the person is going to turn back. Then you're asking acceleration. Acceleration is dv by dt. T square minus 5t plus 6. So t square का differential 2t, 5t का differential minus 5, 6 का differential 0. Now you're asking that t is equal to 2. Two into 2 minus 5 minus 1 meter per second square. Please check, everyone. This much you should be quite comfortable. Differential, putting the numbers and everything. You'll get used to it, don't worry, but I hope you're getting this stuff. If you're confused, please ask. And now you have to find the distance in 4 seconds. Six meters, 41 by 6, 16 by 3, 17 by 3. We have two 17 by 3s. No, we have two 16 by 3s. None of you got same answers, right? But let me show you anyways. What are the any doubts on this part? Please ask me. Shreyan, clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear with this? Yeah. Yashvi? Clear with this? Ananya? Clear with this? Shlok? Srihaji? Shaunak? Clear? Now let's find the distance. The moment you ask for distance, there is no other way. You have to draw the diagram. You literally need to find the points where he's turning. That's what I said. The moment you ask for distance, you have to be very careful. I hope I wrote the equation right. So T0, where are you? X is equal to 1. T is equal to 1 is your turning point. So where are you? X is equal to 1 by 3 minus 5 by 2. So I'm just putting T is equal to 1 here. Plus 6 plus 1. That is 7 minus 2.5.
But T at
4.5.
T equals to 2 is the turning.
T is equal to 2. Good thing you saved me. Next thing. T is equal to 2 is what? 8 by 3 minus 5 into 2 square. That is 4 by 2 plus 6 into 2 plus 1. That's 8 by 3 minus 10 plus 13. The 8 by 3 plus 3, 9, 8, 17 by 3. At T is equal to 3, where are you? 27 by 3 minus 5 into 9 by 2 plus 6 into 3 plus 1. This is 9 minus. How much is this? T is equal to 3. 19 plus 9, 26. Nee, 19 plus
Yeah,
9,
11 by
20.
2, sir.
11 by 2.
Chalo, good thing. T is equal to 4. How much is this?
9 Sir, it's coming as 13.
13 इतना अच्छा नंबर आया नहीं आएगा रे 64/3 है चांस ही नहीं है you won't get an integer
Sir, it's like this, in minus 11/3.
minus आया
Like
64/3 this is 40 and this is 25 64/3 minus 15 19/3 ना take these coordinates everyone Vanshika, did I do something wrong? T is equal to 2. 5 into 4 by... Right only, na? 5/2 into 2 square, na? That is 4, right? Extra 2 kahan se aaya? No? Did I do something wrong? I think you differentiated and you brought a 2 again and you forgot T square. There is kuch kiya tune. Yeah. Check karo. Let me know if I'm... Yeah. There. Now let's draw the person. So this person is walking on a straight line. So at t0, you're starting your motion. Where are you? You are at x is equal to 1. So this person is standing at x is equal to 1 here. Then from here, he walks straight. He goes to t is equal to 2 seconds. And he is at x is equal to 17/3. And then he takes a turn. So this is a turning point, v0. Again, for your understanding, I'm drawing a curve. Actually, is going like this on a line. And then he goes there and takes a turn again. And this point again is t is equal to 3 and x is equal to 11/2. And then he's gone. And then this is t is equal to 4 and x is equal to 19/3. So you need to find this distance, and this distance. You can, that curve thing is not there. I'm just drawing it for you to understand. So initially you walked from where to where? You went to 1 to 17/3. So distance is 17/3 minus 1. Then you went from 17/3 to 11/2. Then your distance is 17/3 to minus 11/2. Take the bigger number because its distance is always positive. Then you walked from 11/2 to 19/3. So 19/3 minus 11/2. There. This is coming out to be how much? 17/3 meters, it seems. So yeah, check it out, everyone. Are the steps clear, everyone? This is how you do distance problems. If I give you an equation and find distance, this is the only way we have. You literally have to plot the coordinates. You have to find the turning points. You have to find those coordinates, and then you have to subtract the distances. So at your level right now, this would be an advanced question. When you're in 12, this will be a mains question. As you become strong,
so we
questions ka level
can
also goes down.
expect this in our test this month.
Who knows? Yeah, so much for distance. You'll have 2 minutes to do this thing, right? You'll be able to do. Right now, it might feel like, this is the first time, na? It feels that way. Meaning, I'll tell you, this year, right? Your seniors who are there, we used to have something. We have something called speed test. Once the portion gets over, right? I put speed test for them. So we have 1 hour and we solve 100 questions. Meaning 1 hour, I give them 100 questions to solve. Meaning we start slowly. First, I give them 1 hour, then I give 45 questions, then I give 1 hour, then I give 60. 1 hour, I give them 75, and so on. When I was in college, 11th and 12th, the highest so far is, I think, out of 1 hour, I think the highest was 87 or 88 correct.
And how many were correct?
88 correct, right?
Oh.
Your seniors are faster than me. When I was in 12th, my best was 1 hour, 72 questions, 67 right. This much I could do when I was in my 12th, but your seniors are much faster. I trained them. We had almost 10 speed tests for them this year, so you'll get used to it. Don't worry. Brute force. There's no other way. Yeah, you have to just solve. Clear with this?
Sir, I'm getting 34/6.
Check it out, Abhi. Calculations to dekh lena. I could be wrong. You could be wrong. But concept is clear? Yeah. Check it out because most people got the same. So I'm just going with the majority. Next one. Any doubts on this? It's a pretty good question, so do check it out.
Sir, can I
Yeah.
ask you a question?
Bolo na.
I calculated the distance traveled by the particle of like in the interval of 3 to 2 to 3 and then 3 to 4. But
Okay,
then
but 1 to 2 also you have to do, na?
1 to 2 I did. But I'm did
Meaning 0 to 2, I mean to say, yeah.
I got extra +1, that's why I got 20 by 3.
That's what I said, na? That's what I thought. Maybe you didn't take x is equal to 1 here.
No, I took x equals to 1.
So you calculated this distance 17 by 3 minus 1.
Yes, I did. I got 14.
This is from, then this one you did.
Yeah, this is where I changed like.
I think I'll tell you what you did, na? You took 11 by 2 minus 17 by 3, so negative आया वहीं पे.
No. I did
नहीं.
calculate the value at t equals to 3 and at t equals to 2. I calculated time when.
Okay, you directly did from here to here. Basically, you ignored this distance, na? Then.
No. I calculated when like in the time interval of t 2 to 3 like distance travel.
Okay.
And then
2 to 3 and then
3 to 4.
so we did the same thing, na? 2 to 3 is this.
But then I was getting an extra +1.
How did you get +1 here? See, where are you at 2? At t is equal to 2 seconds, where are you? 17 by 3. Where did you go? You go to 11 by 2. So how much is this? 17 by 3 minus 11 by 2. Where is the 1 coming from?
I don't know. I'll just cross check it.
Check karo ek bar. I don't know why you should not be getting 1. Na? See, you got 17 by 3, you got 11 by 2, subtract done, right? 1 ka chance hi nahi hai. Check karo. I think somewhere you added something additional. I'm not sure. Clear this? Next one. Let's see another variation of something similar. I hope you're getting it. Did you see how much integration we used in differentiation we used in the question? We just differentiated it. Okay, calculus. After that, all the question is something else. So this is what I was saying. Calculus is like a tool. Calculus is not the actual chapter. You use calculus in different things. Let's see one more. This is a good one. This I have been teaching from almost more than a decade actually. And this thing came in 2022 advance. So we have a bulb. We did something like this in foundation also. At a height of 6 meters. And we have a person here. Height is 2 meters. This person here is walking with a speed of 1 meter per second. Now, because of this light here, you will notice. So this is point P. This is the shadow of his head. And from foot to this point, this is the man ka shadow. So let's call this thing Y. Y is the length of the shadow. There. So the question is, if this man is walking with 1 meter per second, I'm pretty sure you must have seen this, right? When you're walking on a road and there's a light behind, did you ever observe your shadow? The shadow becomes bigger and the shadow also goes forward. Did you ever observe that? When you're walking on a road and there's a light behind, you will see your shadow is moving front. So the question is, find the speed of point P. So if you're walking with 1 meter per second, your head ka shadow is going with what speed? Man walks with 1 meter per second. Find speed of point P. Find the rate of change of length of shadow. Means every second at what rate is the shadow becoming bigger? Your shadow ka size won't remain same. Find the rate of change of length of the shadow. Basically, I'm asking how much is shadow ka length increasing every second? That's a technical way of asking rate of change of length of shadow. I hope the scenario is clear, everyone. We have a 6 meter height where there is a bulb and the man is walking on a road. This distance is not given. We know his height is 2 meters. He's going with 1 meter per second. Point P is the shadow ka, head ka shadow, the edge. Y is the length of the shadow. So what is the speed of the point P and at what rate is that Y increasing? Every second Y ka length kitna बढ़ रहा है? Anyone not clear with the question, please ask me, I'll explain again. How to do, that's a different story. Try. I'll give you a minute or two, think about it. Question should be clear. If you didn't understand the question, it is my fault. You don't know how to do, that is okay. That we will learn. Any doubts in the question, please ask. He can Arya. Which one you're talking about? The first part? That is wrong.
No, sir, I am talking about the second part.
Do the first part, na God. Jo diya ho order mein karna. You do the second part and you type the answer. What will I think? Do the first part.
The same question I did in the morning, so I didn't think that there was a party.
Why bol raha na? Problem kya hai na? When you remember things like this, then next day, what will I do? I will say the man is walking on incline. Question will change. Or let's say the man is flying like a Superman. Then shadow will be like this. Things will become pretty weird.
Sir, what is that? 1 meter per second is the velocity
Man
of the
walks, na?
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do we approach this? Good, na? You solved in the morning. So get the second part also, first part. This is how questions will come, everyone. No one will directly ask you X is given, differentiate. This is what makes calculus difficult. The actual calculus is easy, but converting a verbal problem into calculus is a pain. We will see more of those in the next class. That will be more fun. We'll be doing maxima, minima, and applications. You'll actually see the use of this thing. So how do we approach this? So listen, this thing is not tough, but the variables and everything you need to understand.
You can take tan theta, so it will be equal to.
No, you don't need actually. Dekho. Let this distance be x. So what is man ka coordinate? Man ka coordinate is x, 0. So here x is the position of the man or coordinate of the man. So tell me one thing. So if I differentiate dx by dt, what will I get? What is dx by dt? Right, Arya, you got it. What is dx by dt, everyone? Just now we did. What is dx by dt? Velocity. Velocity of whom? If x is the position of man, then the dx by dt should be the velocity of man. Is that clear, everyone? And how much is that? That is given as 1 meter per second. So this is given. There. This is how you have to make equation. So dx by dt is 1 meter per second. So every time the man goes front here, this x ka length is increasing by 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. Is that clear, everyone? That's the first part. Second part. Now, if you look at this coordinates here, you can clearly see by geometry, if you take this as theta, this is 2 meters, this is theta, this is y, and this is x, and this is 6 meters. So tan theta will be opposite side 6 by adjacent side x plus y. If you take the small triangle, tan theta is also 2 by y. Cross multiply, this will be 3y is equal to x plus y. I cancel that. Then I get 2y is equal to x, and then I get y is equal to x by 2. That means we got a relation between, so the length of the shadow is always half of the distance between the man and the wall. Isn't that what we got? The man ka shadow ka length is always half of the distance between the man and the wall. And this is geometry, school ka geometry. I didn't use any hi-fi max here. So you're done. So you got y is equal to x by 2. What is this p ka coordinates? This p ka coordinates will be x plus y comma 0. So if you want velocity of point P, then you should differentiate point P ka coordinates x plus y. But what is y? Y is 3x by 2. Y is x by 2. So d by dt into x plus x by 2. So this will be 3 by 2 dx by dt. But we already know dx by dt is 1. So this is 3 by 2 meters per second. So every time the man walks with 1 meter per second, the shadow of this head is going with 3 by 2 meters per second. And you want to find the rate of change of length of the shadow. So you indirectly are asking me, what is dy by dt? Y is the length of the shadow. But what is y? X by 2. So that is half of dx by dt. That is half meter per second. So every second, the shadow length is increasing half meter. Is this making sense, everyone? Again, listen to the whole thing. I'll just brief it up fast. So the man is here. The light is falling like this. So this is theta. So this was y and this was x. This is 2 meter and this is 6 meter. So tan theta will be 2 by y, and tan theta is also 6 by this one, which is 6 by x plus y. So when we solve this, we got y is equal to x by 2. That means this shadow length is always half of this distance. And it is given in the question, this man is going with 1 meter per second. That means every second this x ka value when the man comes here will increase to x plus 1. When he goes here, x plus 2. So every second x is increasing at a rate of 1 meter per second. So if I differentiate this dy by dt, this will be half of dx by dt, which is half meter per second. That means this y, the length of the shadow every second is increasing by half of meter. Clear with this? Yeah, this was an easy one. So when this thing came in advance, even I was surprised. See, advanced paper, right? It is not like they will kill you with everything. If there are, let's say, 20 questions, there will be at least 7 to 8 questions which are easy, right? And there'll be maybe at least 5 to 6 will be easy, and there'll be at least 7 to 8 which are moderate. This much you can handle. There'll be 3-4 questions which will go out of. I think there'll be something else. Your job is to get all these easy and moderate ones. And after that, time permits, then you go for the tougher ones. But yeah, it's an easy one. Maybe right now you might find it tough, but when you're in 12, the same question will feel like a joke. You're seeing for the first time, right? So it will feel a little tough. But is the idea clear, everyone? So now how do you learn this thing? See, right now you feel like you understood, but trust me, tomorrow if you open the notes and try to do, you won't get it. So definitely tomorrow, spend some half an hour, take out a rough paper, look at the question, try to solve on your own. Every class you should do that. Trust me, if you do that for every class, you will be way ahead of many people. You know what most people like to do? Today class got over. Next class is on Tuesday. So Monday evening or Tuesday morning, they'll open the notes. So today is like Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. And trust me, everything will vaporize. Nothing will be in the head. You won't remember most of it. And this is not what I'm saying. There was a research done in Oxford. And this is what they did. You can find out that research also. Anything that you learn, right? It actually, the moment you learn, immediately it starts decaying. And if you don't revise the topic within one day, within 24 hours, it decays to almost 90%. So only 10% of it is left. Within a week, it becomes almost negligible. You just have a bare idea what it is, but you don't know what it is exactly. You forgot most of it. So what these people suggested is, if you can revise this topic within one day, as soon as possible, this will again go back to 100. It won't stop there. Again, it will start decaying, but this time they observed it decays a little slower. So the second revision should happen within 1 week. Again, it goes back to 100. And then if you can do the next revision, maybe after 6 months or 3 months, it will stay for a really long time. So generally, that's the thing. You revise within 1 day, you revise within 1 week, you revise within 3 months. Then I think it will hold on for 2 years. After that, you can forget. You'll be busy with your engineering. But all clear with this thing. So do make sure to do this tomorrow. Yeah, we are talking about average people like me, Arya. So if there is someone who is a genius and who can remember everything, then yeah, you're different.
That means they also forget, or actually they are really
Everyone
good at it.
forgets. If you keep remembering so much, your brain will go mad. The problem, you know what? Let me ask you this. Can you remember the 3 most happiest moments in your life, everyone? Remember, I'll give you 30 seconds. 10 seconds, remember. The 3 most happiest moments you had in your life. Try to remember, chalo 3 chhod do. One happiest moment in your life. You're pretty sure, yeah, this is a very happy guy. Try to remember one embarrassing moment in your life. See, it was more easy to remember embarrassing moment, right? You're in a party, you slipped and fell down. Or you're in a washroom, you pooped and everyone heard the sound. Something like that. See, you remember all these kind of happiest moments, right? You get confused. But embarrassing things, you remember pretty easily. Now imagine, Arya, you remember every damn thing in your life. You will prioritize remembering all negative things in life. Happy things you'll not remember much, so you'll just make your life miserable. So it's the brain's way of, keeping you happy. It'll try to forget everything. So everything you'll forget. It doesn't matter. But embarrassing things, right, you will remember. That is the reason I tell you, when you do a question and you mess it up, don't feel bad about it. It is a good thing. Your brain now has a reason to remember why you messed up the question. So yeah, it is fine. You can mess up a few times. All clear with this? Great. Take a break. Come back in 5 minutes. We'll continue from here. Come back in 5 minutes. Any doubts so far? You can ask me.
So this is not related to the class, but I just wanted to ask, for that test coming on Saturday, we obviously have our class notes and everything is in there, but the questions that you have given on those 2 topics are kind of limited. I mean, they are being used in other places. So, what other sources should we refer to?
Nothing. Just go to the exam and give it.
Just YOLO it?
Meaning, chalo, like you're asking, can you go to the IIT people and ask them, 2027, I'm going to write a paper. Can you give us some hint or questions like what you're going to give? Please tell us, I will prepare. Is that what you're going to do? I'm asking, you're going to do that?
No.
Then why are you asking me? Simple, right? You can't ask them, so you can't ask me. As simple as that.
That's amazing, sir. Thank you.
Simple, no? Because see, what we are trying to prepare is what? We are trying to prepare for an exam where you have no idea what question is going to come. And if I start giving you hints and questions beforehand, only I'll tell you, am I really preparing you for the exam? Or I'm just
No,
keeping you happy?
we'll get hooked to the hints and stuff.
You will get smashed there. You will get slaughtered there literally. I see this
Okay.
happening every year, right? People get so used to, they try to see like, okay, where is the question coming from? They try to remember the question. Exam mein nothing works. You will see now, don't worry. Exam mein 2 plus 3 becomes 6. You can't be prepared for this. Arey, how much do you guys think I scored in my advanced exam? My rank is All India 360, okay? 2006 JE. You know how much I scored out of 555?
Something like 200, 300, I don't know.
Aditi so guessed it also. It is around 281.
I think you said it before.
I told you
That's
this thing. So
yeah.
if you see now, I scored around 52%. No one scores 80s and 90%. Even last year, your senior who scored 75%, he got a rank of 700. He's in IIT Bombay now. You do 2 plus 3, 6. My favorite mistake is 3 into 3 is 6. I did this in advanced chemistry paper and came.
That is also one very common mistake.
वो होता है कुछ नहीं कर सकते चलो go take a break come back in 3-4
Obviously.
minutes Sure, let's start off. Yeah, so this is up to like the 2 levels. Now the third level, the chain rule. So if you got this, I think then differentiation you're clear. Meaning at least you know how to differentiate anything. So listen carefully. There's really not much theory on this. I'll show you some examples and from there we'll try to go ahead. So chain rule is when you do, if you have a function and you have a function inside. So it's a, so we call this chain rule. So listen carefully. Others do put your cams on. So if you have to differentiate a function enclosed inside another function. So mathematically we write this thing like this, f dash of g of x, and then differentiate g of x. I know this really doesn't make much sense, but let me show you an example. And from there, listen carefully to the examples. I'll show you 3-4 examples and then we'll do more problems. That is the best way to learn this. For example, see dy dx of, let's say, sine x cube. Now tell me one thing. Did we see anything like this before? You know, sine x ka differential, na? But sine x cube is something new, isn't it? So see, this is how we do this thing. So this thing, this sine function here is f of x. And this x cube here inside is called g of x. So this is a sine of a function. So how do we do this thing? So listen carefully. So when you differentiate this, what is the first thing that is inside? D by dx of sine x cube. I don't care what is inside, forget about it. What is the first thing that you're seeing? Sine. What is sine ka differential?
Cos.
Cos. So this is sine of a function. Sine ka differential is cos of the function. And then whatever is the function, uska wapas differentiate karo. So this is cos of x cube, and then x cube ka differential, this is x power n ka differential, n is equal to 3. So this will be 3 into x square. Let me show you one more. Let's say if you have d by dx of cos 5x. So this is cos of a function. So here the function is 5 of x. So this is g of x. The cos is f of x. So what is the first thing that you're looking at? Cos of 5x. So you're looking at cos. What is cos ka differential? Minus sine x. But inside x nahi hai na, x ka place mein you have some function. So cos of something. So it will be sine of something, that is 5x. Then differentiate that some function 5x. What is 5x ka differential? 5 will come out. So this is sine 5x into this is 5. Dx by dx, and dx by dx is 1. So this will become minus 5 sine 5x. Let me show you one more. D by dx of sine power 4x. Now we have not done anything like this before. So this can be written as d by dx of sine x to the power of 4. So the first thing you need to do in this kind of questions, right? This looks like what? That is your first question you need to ask yourself. This is looking like something to the power 4, isn't it? What is inside? Forget about it. This is looking like what? Doesn't this look like x power n?
Yes, sir.
So this is looking like something to the power 4. So what is that differential? So this you need to differentiate. So something to the power 4 is 4 into that some function into 4 minus 1. But inside it is not x. So it is d of that some function by dx. So this is 4 sine cube x, and sine x ka differential is cos x. So your answer is 4 sine cube x cos x. Are you getting the hang of this? Now let's do more. You'll get the hang of it. Now you guys try. I'll give you a few questions. You try, then we will do it together.
Sir, Sir, can you please show differentiation of sine cube
Patience,
x cube?
patience. We have others in the class also, right? Can you guys do this? Don't think too much. Right or wrong, whatever you think, you do it. That's the best way to learn. I'll show you, then you see what went wrong. Done with the first one? You shouldn't take too much time. 10-15 seconds maximum. Whatever you think, you do it. Get it wrong, that is okay. But if you start thinking, you'll slow down. So this thing is what? This is d by dx of cos x ka whole cube. This looks like x power n. But it is not x power n. It is something, a function to the power of 3. So this would be 3 into the function, which is cos x, 3 minus 1. But inside it is not x, so you have to differentiate that again. So you have to keep differentiating till you get x, so cos x. Cos x ka differential is sin x. This is 3 cos square x minus sin x. This is minus 3 sin x cos square x. Anyone who didn't get this, please ask me. Anyone confused with this?
Sir, why did you differentiate cos x again, this one and this one?
Because this thing looks like x power n, but is it really x power n?
Actually not.
So this is a function to the power of 3. So you have to differentiate that function again, no?
Oh, yes, sir.
See, Advai, aisa socho na. For example, when I say x power 5, you know what you're actually doing? This is something to the power of 5. This will become 5 into something to the power of 1. Then you differentiate whatever is inside. Dx by dx, but what is dx by dx?
1.
1, na? So that was the reason we never wrote it. You're getting it? So whatever is inside, you have to differentiate it again. There, let's get this. A simple way to write this thing is this. Let's not write 3 here. Numbers will be confusing. Let's make it 4. What about the second one? Sine cube 2x. Try it. I'll give 30 seconds and I'll show you the second example. You have to keep differentiating till you get dx by dx. Let's see. See, this can be written as d by dx of sine 2x ka whole cube. Agreed with this? So this is looking like, so this is your function, something to the power of 3. So some function to the power of 3. So this will be 3 into the function into 3 minus 1. But is this x cube really? It's not x cube, right? It is looking like x power something. So then you have to differentiate whatever is inside. So this guy will be 3 sine square 2x. But again, now we have a problem. Is this really sine x? This is not sine x. This is sine 2x. So this is again looking like sine of something. So chain rule ke andar chain rule. Double chain rule let us. So this is looking like sine of something. So how much is this? 3 sine square 2x. So this guy is done already. So sine ka differential is cos of the function 2x. Then you differentiate whatever is inside. What is inside? 2x is inside. So this is 3 sine square 2x. cos 2x. This will be 2 into dx by dx. Dx by dx is 1. 2 comes out. 6 into sine square 2x cos 2x. Please ask me the second example. It's a good one. It's a differential chain rule. Inside there is a chain rule. You keep differentiating till you get your standard dx by dx. Arya, this should have given you idea for that. हाँ यशवी बोलो ना.
How did you get 6 sine square 2x?
ये 2 है ना, यहाँ पे 2 है, यहाँ पे 3 है.
Oh,
So we can apply infinite chain rules inside
Yeah,
chain rules
Vakla,
inside chain.
you want to give me something like that weird? Listen, everyone. Let's say sine of cos of x, sine of cos of, let's say, if I give something like e power x square like this. So if I differentiate this, literally I'd open, I'll show you this in the end, Esa. But let's get this thing. You can do that any number of times. You can just keep on differentiating. Function inside a function inside a function.
Sir, could you show that the question that you just gave? I'd like to do it.
छोड़ना, ये कर लो, ये हो गया क्या?
हो गया.
हो गया, okay. I'll show you. How to do this one? Sine power 4 x cube. See. So this thing looks like, check your answer, everyone. D by dx sine x cube to the power of 4. I don't care what is inside. This thing is looking like something to the power of n. That's it. Don't worry what is inside exactly. So this will be 4 into that some function inside, which is x cube to the power of 4 minus 1. Then differentiate whatever is inside. What is inside? Inside was sine x cube. So this guy was 4 sine cube x cube. But inside again, this is a sine of something. So this is again a function inside. So that would be cos of x cube. Then differentiate whatever is inside, which is x cube. So you have to keep doing this till you get your standard results. So this guy is 4 sine cube x cube cos x cube, and this thing will be 3x square. That will be 12x square sine x cube whole cube cos x cube. Is this clear, everyone? Luckily, physics may never encounter these kind of things. But you need to get used to this level. Max may, this is nothing, this is a joke. Max may, you will find an integration like this. If y is equal to x power x power x power x, find dy by dx. So those are some pretty deadly problems. So luckily, physics may never encounter such stuff. You'll not even encounter this level of this thing. Maximum physics may differentiations are like straightforward. Is this clear, everyone? Now I'll give you some problems. You should try. Anyone not convinced with anything, please ask me. Siddesh, clear so far? Utsa, Trishi? Trishi, clear? Srihari? Great. So this you should really get used to it. So ninth one, let's see. I'll give you one now. You guys try and tell me what is the answer. So d by dx of root over x plus 1. These are the kind of questions you'll get in physics. D by dx of, let's say, x square plus 2 whole power 3 by 2. D by dx of sine 3x plus 2. D by dx of e power 2x. D by dx of 1 by root over x square plus 1. Let's get them all. Whatever you think you do it, don't worry too much. Let it be wrong. That's okay. The moment when I show you how to do, then you can check what steps you did. The first one is x plus 1 whole power half. So it's looking like something to the power of half. That's how you start. And someone is confused here, let me help you with this. So d by dx of x plus 1 whole power half. So this is looking like something to the power of half. So this will be half into that sum function to the power of half minus 1, and then differentiate whatever is inside. This will be 1 by 2 x plus 1 minus half, and that will be dx is 1 plus 0. That is 1 by 2 root x plus 1. Dx by dx is 1 and d of 1 ka differential is 0. Please check the first one. Check out the steps. Second one. Same story. This is looking like something to the power of 3 by 2. So this will be something, that function 3 by 2, that some function which is x square plus 2 ka whole power 3 by 2 minus 1. But this is not x power n. This is something to the power of 3 by 2. So differentiate whatever is inside. Is that making sense, everyone? Whatever is inside that is looking like something to the power of n. So differentiate that again. And then how much is this? So this guy will be 3 by 2 x square plus 2 whole power half. X square ka differential is 2x and 2 ka differential is 0. 2 will cancel. We'll have 3x root over x square plus 2. If someone is done with this, you can copy down this question. You can try this. Dx by x by root over x square plus 1. D by dx is by x square plus 2 whole power 3 by 2. And do these two also. These are the main ones. These are the kind of things you'll encounter. Copy down these two things. I'll go. Copied, na? Someone has done those before, you can do them. I know some of you have done this chapter before, so others try it. We'll go slowly. But get used to it. You should be comfortable with this level of differentiation. I think if you got these questions, you're done. Then we only have applications. Those are nice. What about this guy? Sine of something. So this is sine of something. So first function is cos of something. Then differentiate whatever is inside. And that would be cos of R.
Sir, in the G question, do we have to open the cos bracket a plus b?
Which one? J?
G, sir. G.
G में नहीं क्यों करना है? It is cos of some function, right?
Yes. नहीं बाद में in the differentiation.
नहीं just open करके छोड़ दे differentiate करके. No need to simplify. This is 3 of cos 3x plus 2. Is this clear, everyone? Any doubts on ABC, please ask me. This is looking like e power something. So this is e power something is e power something, then differentiate whatever is that function. And we know e power x is e power x only. And 2x का differential is 2. So this is 2 into e power 2x. Please check your answers for ABCD. Any doubts on ABCD? Ananya, Pratyasha, clear with this? ABCD clear. Devanshi, Aditi, Advai, Ishman, clear. Shreyan, Sudiksha, clear. Tanshika, clear with this? Shreyansh, Siddesh, Srihari. Perfect. Then let's go ahead with this EFGHI also. What is E ka answer? So this guy can be written as d by dx of x square plus 1 whole power minus half. Same story. So this is something to the power of minus half. I hope you're getting this. So something to the power of minus half, so then differentiate. So this is minus half into the function x square plus 1 minus half minus 1. So basically it is looking like x power n. But then inside it is not x, so we have to differentiate it again. Yeah. So this guy becomes minus 1 by 2 into x square plus 1 whole power 3 by 2. This differential will be 2x plus 1 ka differential is 0. 2 will cancel, minus x by x square plus 1 whole power 3 by 2. This is ln of something. Ln x ka differential is 1 by 3x plus 2. Then whatever is inside you have to differentiate. 3x ka differential is 3 and 2 will be 0. I hope you remember ln x ka differential is 1 by x. But x ka place mein 3x plus 2 is there. So 1 by that function, then differentiate that function again. This is cos of something. Cos ka differential is sine of pi by 3 x plus pi by 6. But inside it is not x, so differentiate that again. Remember, pi by 3 is a number, it comes out, pi by 6 is 0. So minus pi by 3 sine pi by 3x plus pi by 6. This is sine square x, can be written as d by dx of sine x ka square. So this is something to the power of 2. So this is 2 into some function, 2 minus 1, and then differentiate whatever is inside. So this is 2 sine x. Sine ka differential is cos x. 2 sine x cos x is sine 2x. And if you guys remember this, we have done this last time using product rule, remember? And did you see we got the same answer? So this chain rule is actually more superior and a faster way. The answers will come same, doesn't matter which method you use. This guy is what? 3x plus 2 whole power 7. So this is something to the power of 7. So 7 into the function 7 minus 1. Then differentiate whatever is inside. If you remember, we used to expand this. Power 7, you'll die expanding. This will be 7 into 3x plus 2 whole power 6. This will be 3 plus 0. 21. 3x plus 2 whole power 6. Please have a look at each and every one. Take a minute. You should really get used to this. Ask me anything that you're not convinced or not clear, because this won't stop here. Literally every chapter you will see this kind of thing somewhere. Any doubts up to I, anything that you're not convinced, something you got confused. I'll send you a small sheet on this thing also. It's just a matter of little practice. Explain h again. So h is what? Sine square x, na? So it is sine x to the power of 2. That you agree? So this is looking like x power n, right? See, what is inside? Forget about it. Doesn't this look like x power n? What is x power n ka differential? 2 into x power n minus 1 into then differentiate this thing. This part is clear. And then what is sine ka differential? Cos x. What is 2 sine a cos a? Sine 2x, no? This is trigonometry, last one. So this is 2 sine a cos a, which is sine 2a. Anyone else? Anything else that you're not convinced? Please ask me. Clear, na, Ananya? Clear with this? Aditi? Advait? Sudiksha? Tanishka? Shreyansh? Clear? Srihari? Siddesh? Samyak? All clear, na, so far? The next two ones, these are the most important ones. I think if you got these two, I think differentiation, we are done. Matlab, solving at least these kind of things you can handle. So this thing is what? This thing is a division rule or product rule, isn't it? So we are combining product rule and division rule, whatever, both of them with the chain rule. I'll give you a little idea, see how to do this. If this question is is given, I like to do this. I don't like division rule. Again, my preference. So I like to write this as x into x square plus 1 whole power minus half. So this is f of x. This is g of x. So basically, I'm going to use a product rule now. Then what is the product rule, if you remember? G of x, then differentiate f of x, and then differentiate g of x. So for simplicity, I'll just write them separately. So f of x is x. So if I differentiate this, I get 1. G of x is x square plus 1 whole power minus half. If you differentiate this, now see, look at this thing. This is looking like something to the power of minus half. Something to the power of minus half. So minus half into that some function, minus half, minus 1, then whatever is inside, differentiate it again. You just need to differentiate this red column, whatever is inside. This is minus half x square plus 1 whole power minus 3 by 2. This will be x square ka differential is 2x, 1 ka differential is 0. 2 and 2 will cancel. You get minus x by x square plus 1 whole power 3 by 2. This was this question actually, if you remember, isn't it? E question, right? 1 by root x plus 1, that is a e ka question. Now, once you got this, you are done. You can substitute here and you'll get an answer. So g of x is how much? This guy, x square plus 1 minus half. What is f of x ka differential? 1. What is f of x? X. What is this? Minus x by x square plus 1 3 by 2. Simplify this. So this is 1 by root over x square plus 1 minus x square by x square plus 1 whole power 3 by 2. You can further simplify, but it's okay. Leave it here. You can take out that 1 by root x square plus 1 common and you can solve, but you can do that. This will be 1 minus x square by x square plus 1. So that would be 1 by x square plus 1 whole power 3 by 2. Yeah. Is this making sense, everyone? So you're using a combination of product rule and a chain rule. That's what makes this tough. And if you can handle this, I think for 11th and 12th physics, this much is sufficient. Please have a look at this. And if you have got this, you guys try this now. I gave you an idea now. T by dx of x by x square plus 1 whole power 3 by 2. Do for this one. I think if you can do it till here, it is sufficient. No need to simplify. So where do you see these kind of questions? So there was a question like this thing. So we have 6 charges here on a hexagon, and there is a minus charge here from the center of an hexagon. So this 6 charges will attract this minus charge here, and because of that force, it is going to come down. So there is a question like that. So when you calculate the whole thing, you get a function like this. Look at this function, y by a square plus y 3 by 2. Then we have something called maximum minimum. When you differentiate that, you get a function. So we differentiate this thing. And then you end up with this. So questions will come like this. No one will ask you, what is this differential? You will get a function like this, and then you have to differentiate it. So this is a part of some other problem. Please look at the J part. Yeah, if you got it, then it is great. So then let's do the H part, this green one. Any doubts on the J part? How did I do? Please ask me. You can ask me, sir, why didn't you use division rule? I don't like the division rule. I mean, you can use nothing wrong, because I always feel like the division rule is a big formula. G of x into differential of f of x minus f of x, g of x, denominator g of x square. I don't like that. You'll get the answer. Product rule is sufficient. But if you like division rule, fair enough, you can go ahead with that. If there are 3 methods, and if I like to do method 1, but you prefer method 2, there is nothing wrong. You can go ahead with whatever it is. There's nothing like teacher said something, you need to follow it blindly. Meaning there are some cases where your seniors found better methods than what I taught them. And there are certain things which I still teach your seniors methods in some questions. I'll show you later on. There are a few questions like that. I still remember there's a question which I used to take almost 1.5 pages to solve. You senior gave the answer in 2 steps. And I was wondering like, yeah, why didn't I think about it? Happens. So always, if you find some better method, feel free to share. There's no problem. Unlike school, right, where the portion is fixed, when you're preparing for advanced, there is never ending thing. You can keep learning, and still you'll find a new one. Let's do the H1. Any doubts on J? I hope everyone got that, but still, if there's any confusion, please ask. Okay, na. So d by dx of x by x square plus 1. Same story, just the things are different. So I will write this thing as d by dx of x into. So if you get this differential, you'll have around 45 seconds to solve. You will get used to it. Right now it is a first class, so it will be taking time. So this is f of x. This is g of x. So this differential will be g of x differential of f of x plus f of x and differential of g of x. F of x is x. Differentiate this, you'll get 1. G of x is x square plus 1 whole power minus 3 by 2. So this is looking like something to the power of minus 3 by 2. So if I differentiate this, this is some function, which is x square plus 1 to the power. So that is minus 3 by 2 n into x power n minus 1. Minus 3 by 2 minus 1, and then differentiate whatever is inside. This is minus 3 by 2 x square plus 1 whole power minus 5 by 2. This is 2x plus 0. 2 and 2 will cancel. Minus 3 by x square plus 1 whole power 5 by 2. In the exam, you should not be writing this many steps. If you can skip a lot and directly write, that would be the best thing to do. There you can substitute g of x is 1 by x square plus 1. 3 by 2, f of x is differential as 1. This is x.
Minus 3x, right? EJ plus.
x भी है ना? Yeah. This is minus 3x by x square plus 1 by 2. You can take out common. X square plus 1, 3 by 2. You end up with 1 minus 3x square by x square plus 1. Then you can simplify it further. How much is this? 1 minus 2x square by x square plus 1 whole power 5 by 2. I think that is right. I'm not sure. Check it up. But everyone is clear how we differentiated this? So first a product rule and then a chain rule. So you can use combination of everything. This is level 3, everyone. So differentiation means these are the 3 levels. The standard formulas, then the 4 identities, f of x plus g of x, product rule, division rule. The third one is the chain rule. Any doubts on this? Trishi, clear with this? Srihari? Clear, no? Devanshi, Advai? Aditi? Great. Next thing. Differentiation of a vector. So if I give you a vector, how do you differentiate that? So there, see, when you learn chapter 1 and chapter 2 is coming up, we'll use 1 and 2. When I do chapter 3, I'll use 1 and 2. If when I use chapter 10, I'll use everything from 1 to 9. Again, not a difficult one. So if you have a vector a bar, which is ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap, and if you ask me to differentiate this vector, then you simply differentiate each component separately. So differentiate ax by dt. The I cap will remain. I cap is simply direction. So you just differentiate the coefficients and you keep the direction same. That's it. So there is no big concept here. So example, let's say someone gives you a bar is t cube I cap plus t square j cap plus t k cap. And if you ask me to differentiate this dA by dt, dt cube by dt, dt square by dt, dt by dt, t cube का differential is 3t square, t square का differential is 2t, dt by dt is 1, so k cap. There, that's how we differentiate a vector.
Sir,
Yeah.
now we can solve that omega question which I sent you.
I don't remember. Let's see, we'll discuss. I don't remember which question you're talking about. But all
It's
clear
from
with
your
this? So there, these are 3 levels of differentiation. So if you got this, then I think it is good. So next class when we catch up, right, we'll continue from here. We're going to do more applications of this. We are going to see some questions related to kinematics. Then we'll do something called maxima minima. That would be a very important one. That will teach you how to find the maximum value of a function or a minimum value of a function. So we'll spend time more on that. So I think we will do more problems on that. I think we'll take another 2 classes. So we'll do differentiation and then we'll go ahead with the integration. But I hope everyone is getting it. So please make sure to go through these examples, try them again on your own, take a rough paper and try them. And then I'll send you a small sheet also on this chain rule today. So you can try that also. Great. So that is the last one for the day. So first thing what we'll do, we'll see any doubts in the class notes. Then we'll see doubts in the last 2 assignments that I sent you. I hope everyone tried. And then I'll take up any of your doubts that you have. Okay. So any doubts in the class notes? First you can ask.